My name is Dr. Rachel Havel. I'm an associate professor of biology at UMF. And along with Dr. Julia Daly, who's a geologist, I'm co-PI of what we call the Maine Mountain Ponds project.
Today we are out at Midway Pond and we're looking at some data from these sensors that we have located towards the middle of the pond that are measuring temperature and other environmental data over the course of the year. And we're going out, bringing them in and seeing what types of data we get. My favorite part of this experience, definitely the hiking, because I'm a big hiker, but I also do just love doing the research itself. It's like such a good energy to be a part of, I feel like. I think that doing this type of work is very important to me and very interesting, and I think hopefully interesting to other people as well. But yeah, I think all of it has been super beneficial to me.
Hi, I'm Bethany Wright. I am a 2025 fall graduate of the biology program here at University of Maine Farmington. And thank you for joining me here today at Midway Pond, a high elevation pond here in Rangeley, Maine. Today we are collecting samples as part of for the Maine Mountain Pond project that gives us information about climate change here in the higher elevation ponds.
Our Maine Mountain Ponds project looks at 9 lakes intensively. We have ongoing monitoring. Many of these lakes are along the Appalachian Trail or within that zone in the western Maine Mountains. And these are really important because they're remote, which means there's not a lot of direct anthropogenic impact from development or land use change. A lot of the signals of change in these systems are climate related or atmospheric deposition related. The remoteness of the lakes, though, mean that they're a little bit of a challenge to get to. Our field days look like hikes of anywhere from 2 miles to 10 miles. We went to Midway Pond to film for this video, and Midway Pond is about a 1 mile hike, 1.5 mile hike from the Saddleback Base area. And so our field days look like driving to our trailhead, loading up backpacks with gear. We take inflatable pack rafts to get out on the water. Some lakes also have canoes that we use, and we'll get out to check on our sensors that we have deployed in the lakes and also collect new samples during each visit. The Maine Mountain Ponds project is an extension of some work that was initiated in the 1970s by the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency. There was concern over acid deposition, essentially acid rain, on lakes in this region. And these lakes have been demonstrated to be really susceptible to those impacts of atmospheric deposition. And now we're seeing a lot of impacts of climate change on these systems as well. Julia now has 15 years of temperature data from these systems, which is amazing and allows us to look at changes in the timing of ice formation, the timing of when ice leaves these lakes in the spring, different dynamics of what's happening with water temperature in the lakes. And then when I arrived at UMF in 2017, I started more biological sampling in these systems as well. So now we have some chlorophyll data that looks at primary production in the systems. We have some data that looks at what sort of contribution from the terrestrial system is reaching into the lakes. And then we also have a growing data set of zooplankton, which is the secondary production. Zooplankton are really important for especially connecting the base of the food web to fish as a secondary consumer. Yeah, a really cool part of this project is that it really builds on long-term data sets, which gives us the chance to look at signals of atmospheric deposition and signals of climate change. And students have been involved from the inception of Maine Mountain Ponds project at UMF. Julia started bringing students out when she initially deployed the temperature sensors, And every summer we hire at least 2 UMF students to work on the project. And then often there will be at least 1 student working on the project during the academic year too. So they're important in a number of ways. Really key field support. We couldn't do the field work without our research assistants.
I think that doing this type of work is very important to me and very interesting. And I think hopefully interesting to other people as well. But yeah, I think all of it has been super beneficial to me.